Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. It's Friday. It's been a long week, but we have a fun show today. We are talking about hair repair and protection with Wella. Everyone knows Wella, a brand that has been around for a very long time and knows the technology of hair and is constantly innovating and coming up with new products. I feel like we're all gonna want to go back to the salon and get our blondes on for the summer or refresh your color. Any of us that are still doing hair color out there. Who doesn't want to be fresh blonde for summer? So today we have with us Akela Douglas, who's been in the industry for 10 years. She is the Wella brand educator. She is a salon manager and educator, formerly from California, now residing and coming to us from Houston, Texas. And she is also the winner of the 2020 Wella Vision Awards for the Beauty Endeavor Awards for Textured Hair. Welcome to the show, Akela Douglas.
Hi, thank you so much for having me today.
Thank you for being here, you rock star. I looked at your pictures of the awards and oh my goodness, your look was phenomenal.
Thank you so much. It was fun to create.
It looked like it. It was very avant-garde and just gorgeous. So I'm
you.
very impressed. You are an amazing stylist. Awesome lipstick there, girl. I love that as well.
I'm just happy to put lipstick on again. Like
Exactly.
I feel like my lipstick's been like drying in the corner for a while.
Exactly. I used to never wear like darker lipsticks, but now we haven't worn them for a while, and now I'm just all about let's get that pop of color back. I've been missing it.
Exactly.
So today we're talking about Wella. Give us a little bit of your background with Wella and why have you decided to bring your career to an educator with Wella?
I've been using Wella for most of my career, like right out of beauty school. The first salon I worked at was a Wella salon, and then I'm from Sacramento, and then I'd been in San Francisco for a long time, and it wasn't a Wella salon, and I struggled a lot because I missed my Wella, and I actually convinced them to bring it on, and the account manager there kind of saw how I was helping everyone else out and was like, we really need educators in this area, and the rest is history. I've been educating for Wella for the last 4 years. Just really excited and love to share all of my knowledge that I have.
And you have some knowledge, girl. I have been studying up on your career, and you are a smart one. So I'm very, very thankful that you're here.
Thank you.
Yes, of course. And I'm so thankful that we have educators joining us and helping us keep people in touch with new products that are coming out and what's still happening in the industry. So I know we wanted to talk about our summer fun blonde. Usually when we're getting into the summer months, we're all wanting a few little highlights, whether they're blondes or caramels, but it is that lightening process that creates a little bit of damage in the hair. So we wanted to talk today about the Wellaplex system. Can you tell us about your Wellaplex system?
Absolutely. So actually the number one reason why most people do not color their hair is because they're afraid of damage. And so that's why I love to kind of educate my own clients behind the chair about Wellaplex, because it's all about repairing the hair as you're lightening. Right. So there's 2 steps that happen in the salon by your stylist. And then there's a take home, which is the number 3, which is for you to maintain that color and that strength at home. So what Wellaplex does, and I'm going to nerd out a bit. I'm a big like hair nerd, and this is why I love Wella so much, because they're nerdy too. But basically on the inside of the cortex of your hair, where damage comes from, it's breaking of a very strong bond called the disulfide bond. And so what Wellaplex number 1 and 2 that happens in the salon does is creates a temporary bond to kind of hold that structure back together. But it doesn't last forever. So what number 3 does is help to stabilize that bond at home. So you continue to get all of the benefits that you got in the salon to maintain your healthy hair afterwards.
So to keep it strong after you've colored. And we've all experienced that. Well, if you've had your hair lightened in the salon and obviously even worse if you've lightened it yourself at home. And then a couple days later, you're brushing and it keeps like breaking and breaking and more is in the brush.
Exactly.
It's that you need those bonds to keep that strong.
Exactly. So they're temporary bonds that are created in the first 2 steps, but you need to continue to stabilize those. So the use of number 3 is really important because that's the only way you're going to get the full benefits of the Wellaplex system.
So for the Wellaplex system, if you're a consumer at home and you go to your stylist, you can just ask your stylist if they can bring in the Wellaplex 1 and 2 for your lightening service, especially if you experience any kind of damage or breakage, right? And then the 3 would be their take-home system.
Absolutely.
That's so exciting. So we're talking about 3 different segments of the Wella system. We can show the whole Wella system. We have beautiful elements products. We have the Envigo that everybody loves so much. So the IME, this is Wella, and but this is the Wella a lot of people know. There's a few new segments that somehow kind of weave together, and that's what I was really excited to have Akela here to give us the differences of these. Like, what is the difference? So we go from Wellaplex. Let's go to Fusionplex. How's the difference? What's the difference here? I know it's a shampoo, conditioner, and mask take-home stuff, right?
Yes, I actually have a big tub of the mask in my shower right now. I love this stuff so much. So to nerd out again, the technology behind Fusionplex is called Silk Still Fusion, and it's inspired by spider silk, which is one of the strongest fabrics in nature. And so it's a combination of like amino acids. They're going to go deep into the cortex, again, to re-strengthen the hair from the inside out. It also has EDDS in the shampoo, which is going to kind of reduce metallic impurities. So the things that can cause free radicals that can kind of interrupt how hair color works, how your hair feels, it kind of reduces a lot of that. And then the microionized lipids are extremely conditioning. So my hair is extremely fine, extremely curly, and I color it. So I love Fusionplex because it really does kind of strengthen my hair from the inside out.
That's beautiful. So we've got a great graphic here. I'm going to actually come back to this graphic. I want to show a quick video, and that'll just kind of like lay exactly and give a little bit more visual to what those big words that Akela has given to us, which she and I love and nerd out. But this will give you a graphic demonstration of kind of how it's working on our cuticle shaft, and then that way we'll be able to come back and talk about those hair strands. So let's watch the quick video.
Introducing the next dimension in hair recovery with the power of Silk Steel. New Fusionplex by Wella Professionals for up to 95% more resilience against breakage. Silk Steel's advanced technologies penetrate the hair cortex, refilling with silk amino acids, while micronized lipids protect the cuticles from free radicals and mechanical damage. For smoother, more resilient hair. New Fusionplex by Wella Professionals.
They're such beautiful products. So the video kind of demonstrates a little bit of what we're looking at. So on my side, explain the graphic with the little red nerd guys on the hair shaft.
Yeah, so those are metallic impurities that can happen in the air, and they're just in the environment. You know, there's copper, there's all types of things in your water and in the air. And so what Fusionplex does is in the second slide, you can see that it puts those amino acids like deep into the cortex, but then also the EDDS kind of encapsulates those metals. So it's preventing those free radicals from forming. So you end up with a much stronger core on the inside and also a smoother cuticle on the outside to get more of that shine and healthy hair.
Yes, the benefits of the Fusionplex are definitely the strengthening, filling in all of those divots that are created either through the chemical process or the free radicals, the minerals in our water and the pollutants in our air, all of that stuff that it then will then smooth out that cuticle. So I'm assuming you get shine, right? Less frizz.
Yes, absolutely. All of those things.
All of those things. Penetrating deep in. So we have the Fusionplex system. And we have an intense shampoo, conditioner, and mask. And then there's also an in-salon service, an amino acid filler, right? The salon,
which I love.
Yeah, exactly.
Love. So your stylist can actually go in and spot treat exactly where the damage is with the amino refiller. So it's a great service to request in the salon.
Wonderful. But you don't have to get this in-salon service for Wellaplex. Fusionplex.
For Fusionplex.
Right. Yes. Now, here I'm trying to clear up the confusion, and I make more confusion. Okay.
Yes, for
Fusionplex. Yes.
Yeah, for Wellaplex, you have to do the in-salon treatment in order for it to work. For Fusionplex, it's optional.
Wonderful. I want to say good morning to Angelica, and good morning Miriam and Karen and Michelle and Allison. Thank you guys for joining us. If you have any questions, Akela and I are happy to answer any questions that you guys have. But tell us about the shampoos and conditioner and mask. What are the properties and what makes these shampoos different than the other lines?
Yeah, so the shampoo is what actually has the EDDS in it. So that's what's going to help reduce those free radicals.
Tell me again what the EDDS is.
That's what's actually encapsulating the metals.
Okay.
To reduce the free radicals in the hair.
The technology to get rid of those.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes. And then the conditioner is just something that you can use more on a daily basis, depending on how often you shampoo your hair. And then the mask is going to be more of an intensive treatment. And so that's something that I would recommend using maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks when you're feeling like your hair needs a little more love.
So you said you have the mask in your shower and you have fine hair. So normally people with fine hair would be afraid of a mask. So tell me about that.
Don't be afraid at all. Don't be afraid at all. Because literally if I do too much, my hair will fall completely flat. But I also have curly hair, which tends to be on the drier side and a little bit more fragile too. So that's why I love Fusionplex, because it doesn't completely weigh my hair down, but I do get the strengthening properties of it as well.
So does the conditioner and the mask have similar properties? Like if you had straight fine hair, would you choose or would you give your client more the conditioner or the mask?
I would give them both, actually, because like I said, the conditioner is going to be a little lighter. It's more for your like regular washing. The mask is going to be used kind of as needed. Okay. So that might be something that you want to, like I said, use every other week or so to continue to add those amino acids and everything in the hair to continue to, it like penetrates a little bit deeper.
And is it a leave-on mask? Like, do we ask it to stay on for a certain amount of time, or can you leave it on longer for more penetration?
Yeah, you just want to leave it on for like 5 to 10 minutes, but you definitely want to rinse it out. It's not something that you want to leave in your hair.
Got it. So the system works together, the shampoo, conditioner, and mask. You'd use the shampoo and conditioner as you wash on your daily, every other day. Some of us every 3 days, whenever you wash.
I'm once a week. So.
Okay, good. Good. Yeah, so if you, and then the mask is something, I was just asked the other day, like somebody had said, I need to give my hair a break. I need a reconstructing mask, and from a lot of highlighting. Is this Fusionplex typically for people who have highlighted their hair, bleached, or color anything, or any chemicals?
Absolutely.
What is the primary?
Any hair that's feeling damaged, whether it be from sun exposure, from highlighting, from color. It's great for all hair types that, like I said, just need a little bit of extra love or that's been experiencing damage. Okay,
so then that takes us to color motion. How do we prescribe color motion versus Fusionplex?
I know, there's so many, but so color motion is like the best of both worlds. So you're getting all of that strength, but you're also getting added color protection. So for those that maybe are doing, root and gray touch-ups all the time, those that are highlighting and you want your toner to last longer. So this is just kind of like an addition on top of Fusionplex, where you get all the same benefits from Fusionplex, but then you can also get up to an additional 8 weeks of color protection with Color Motion Plus.
Oh my goodness. Let's watch the video on this one and see the difference that the video gives us.
Yes.
love that. The whole motion of bringing the ponytail up the shaft kind of gives you that silk feel, right? Like it's smooth. It's so smooth up. But okay, so that helps a little bit. It's got kind of the technology, it said, of the Wellaplex in it, also the bonding technology. So you get the bonding technology, then you get the Fusionplex repair technology. But color motion is adding in the color protection side of things, right?
Exactly. So for this system, like I said, it's kind of molding all three together. So the shampoo and the conditioner can be used on a regular basis for color protection. The mask only also has some of the Wellaplex #3 properties in it as well. Not as much, a little bit more diluted. So what I like to tell people is maybe like Wellaplex right after you color, but maybe you have a balayage and you're only going into the salon, you know, every 4 to 6 months for a touch up. So the Color Motion Plus mask is a great thing to add to your regimen so that you can continue to get those same benefits that were done in the salon.
That's awesome. So this one we talk about the power of 3. Tell us about what is the power of 3 in Color Motion?
So the first pillar is going to be the color protection. So again, you get those additional 8 weeks, and not just preventing fading, like it's actually helping your color last longer. And so again, those free radicals, it's encapsulating, so it's preventing the color from fading too fast, but also enhancing it as well. The second one is the vibrant shine. So because of all that love you're putting into the hair, you end up with a much smoother cuticle, which is going to reflect more shine in the hair. And then the third pillar is the strength. So by including that Wellaplex #3 properties into the mask, you also get the strength as well.
That's great. And so we're talking about the free radicals that are created during the chemical process, as well as environmental toxins or toxins from your water. If you live on well water, coppers, anything like that, these will help control any of the issues that come along with that. So I would imagine then if somebody's dealing with copper pipes, we hear this a lot, that their color just automatically starts going warmer than what they would like. That this system, Color Motion, would be able to help. If it's helping protect the system, it's going to help keep your target color, right?
Exactly. So like I said, it's not just about preventing the color from fading, which happens for a lot of other like color products. It's actually protecting your color to help it last a lot longer. Like I said, up to 8 weeks, which is amazing.
That is so crazy. And 8 weeks longer on hair color, you know how much we all go in, and it's just so devastating when you see, 3 weeks out, you're like, my hair is faded, or it's just, especially if you're in the reds or the coppers or any of those like brighter, fun colors. Now, can you use Color Motion with the play colors?
Yeah, absolutely. Keeping in mind, like, those are they're meant to fade, but absolutely you can use it with any type of color.
Okay, so let's talk about we have a question coming in. If Color Motion has all 3, why would you use Fusionplex over Color Motion, or would you ever want to mix and match like a shampoo conditioner type thing? So that's a great point. Let's talk about with the 3 products we've talked about, Wellaplex, Fusionplex, and Color Motion. How do you prescribe? Like as a consumer, how do you choose which one is best for you? I know that's a hard question.
No, and it's great because they do have a lot of similar properties. Like we said earlier, they do tend to kind of cross and intersect quite a bit too.
Right.
So the way I like to prescribe it is the Wellaplex #3 is mandatory if you use Wellaplex #1 and 2 in the salon. Like you're not going to get any of the benefits of the product unless you use the #3. Because like I said, it's not so, the #3 isn't so much about the conditioning or things like that. It's more on a micro level. So it's deep into the cortex, re-strengthening and stabilizing those bonds.
Right.
So that's just a must. Okay. So say I just got my color done. I'm definitely going to go home with Wellaplex #3, no matter what. Then when it comes to whether you're going to do Fusionplex or Color Motion Plus, that's going to depend on a lot of factors. For me, like I color my hair, but I don't color it very often. It's not like an extravagant color. I'm not like lightening it a whole bunch. For me, I love Fusionplex. Like I said, I have weaker hair and it just gives me all of those benefits that I need. But if you are someone that has a more high maintenance color, like instead of red or copper or blonde, if you're someone that shampoos a lot, like I said, I only shampoo once a week. And when we say coloring your hair, it's based off of the number of shampoos. The more you shampoo your hair, the faster your color is going to fade. So if you're someone that is shampooing every day or 2 or 3 times a week, your hair color is not going to be as vibrant a month later. So those are the people that I would move more towards Color Motion Plus. Or, like I said, a balayage client who is really lightened, like we did a lot of lightening, but they don't come in as often. I recommend them using Wellaplex number 3 in the beginning, but then we could probably switch them over to the mask at that like 2nd or 3rd month, because you're still getting the properties of Wellaplex, but you may not need quite the intensity of the Wellaplex number 3.
That was
so
helpful. Yes, that was so helpful. So in taking it the actually almost backwards way is kind of like, if color retention is your primary concern, then Color Motion is the first place to start, because it has the benefits of the other two, and you get that added benefit of color retention. But and honestly, color retention can, like you said, and I love that you brought that up, that it can't even be a toner, because that is often what happens with a lot of blondes. Like they get it toned to the perfect time, but toners aren't as stable even as hair color, so they fade fast.
Exactly.
So if you're a blonde that's trying to keep that beige tone or that silver tone, or very, very platinum, if your stylist has used a toner on you that is a form of hair color, that you'd maybe want to use the Color Motion if you have a problem with that yellow or the brassiness coming out from your tone.
Yes.
Then that would still be a Color Motion type product.
Absolutely. And it can be seasonal too. Like in the summertime, you're out in the sun a lot more, which is also going to fade the color. So I may like move my clients more to a Color Motion Plus during the summertime, because I know they're going to be out, they're going to be styling more, things like that. And
swimming,
then maybe in the
chlorine, all of that stuff. We're in the
Exactly.
lake more often, or the rivers or whatever. So you definitely have to shampoo more, when you're outside.
Exactly.
That makes so much more sense, that we actually probably all of us shampoo a little bit more in the summer, because you're sweating more as well, right? Because it's hotter. And
well, yeah, I mean, I just moved down here to Houston, and it's not even all like as hot as they're warning me as it's going to get. And with the humidity, I'm from California, so I'm not used to humidity. So you walk outside, I'm like, I already need a shower. So
is this your first summer in Houston?
Learning. It is. I moved here in October, so I've gotten all the good weather, the nice weather, and then except for Snowmageddon, but I was actually in California for that.
That was crazy.
But yeah, it's already like in the 80s and like 80% humidity here. So definitely shower more in the summer here in Houston.
You're so lucky you have those curls, because that is the saving grace for the girls. Us with straight hair, you try and get a little volume, and it's like,
nope.
I mean, instant, right?
Exactly.
Although then yours goes the other way. You straighten yours, and instantly the curls come back, right?
I don't even straighten my hair anymore. Actually, my hair, you can't probably tell, but I actually have locks. I have micro locks in my hair.
Oh, cute.
So I don't have to do much of anything anymore.
That is such a great, fun, just Houston style, because it will work perfect in the humidity.
Exactly.
I love it. It is beautiful. Well, did we miss anything, Akela? I feel like we covered a lot in the show.
We did. I'm looking at my notes too. I think we covered a lot. I know it's a lot of nerdy information, but sometimes I like to break that down, even for my clients, so they can understand like why I use the products that I'm using on them, so that they understand like this is going to help what we did today continue to last after you leave this chair. So your hair color will still look great. Your hair will still feel great later on. Like I said, the number one reason why people are afraid to color their hair in the first place is damage. So by being able to like sit down, if you are a stylist, and actually like have this conversation with your clients and letting them know kind of why this is going to help them still have healthy hair after coloring. I do a lot of curly hair, which curly hair clients are even more afraid to color their hair, but I have platinum blonde curly clients because
it can ruin your
they follow the
texture
systems
if it's not done right, right?
Exactly. If it's not done properly. So I break this all down, makes them feel more comfortable. And by taking these systems home with them and maintaining that at home, they're able to have like beautiful platinum curly hair as well.
I love that we've also brought the salon into the conversation, that yes, we are talking about your take-home products, but it's great to also make consumers aware of how to talk to their hairdresser and the possibilities of what's available in the salon. So if you are someone that there are certain hair types that no matter how careful you are with hair lightener or bleach, it's so fragile, you know, and so knowing that there is Wellaplex 1 and 2 available, or knowing that there is this amino acid treatment to fill the divots in hair for the repair, you might want to consider like, hey, maybe I could go blonde if I found a stylist that had these type of products to protect my hair through the service. So I think it's really important for consumers to know not all hair lightening is equal, you know, that there are, right? Yeah, there are salon techniques to get you to that blonde level without breaking your hair off, without giving you those random tufts that are really short.
I know. Like, what happened? We call those chemical haircuts. We don't want any of those.
No chemical cuts, no pocket foils, right?
No.
That is not okay. Well, I really appreciate it. I honestly, you know, as a hairdresser, I wasn't even really clear exactly on the differences, and you did such a great job explaining the difference of color motion and Fusionplex, which I think those were the two that I kind of understood, that the Wellaplex is the system of 1, 2, 3. And so the 3 is for when your stylist is using Wellaplex in the salon, that's your take-home product. So now color motion and Fusionplex are very much more clear in my head, that the color motion is all about color retention. So that helps so much.
Yay, good.
Well, it has been such a pleasure meeting you. I hope to have you back. Maybe we'll get you in with a doll head and show us some of your styling techniques.
Yes. I have a whole closet full.
A closet full of doll heads.
I really do. Like, I'm not
what do you find in a hairdresser's closet?
I'm literally not joking. Like, they're everywhere in my studio.
Oh my gosh, Akela, let me see that. You're playing with red on her curly hair. How cute is that?
Yeah, I actually did a class. I do a lot of texture classes, so this is actually with Magma. I'm still married. Wait, this way. There we go. Yeah, so we have a technique in our latest trend that's called Brazilian Illuminage, specifically for curly hair. And then I did it with our Magma Reds. So, yeah.
Look at how beautiful that is. That is.
So we could do lots of fun stuff.
Lots of fun stuff. So if you guys have a class that you'd like us to talk to Akela about, she is a master stylist, and we are so grateful to have her on our education team here for our Wella products. So thank you for joining us, and we will reach out for more help from you soon.
Awesome. I would absolutely love it. Thank you so much for having me with you today.
Have a great weekend, and we appreciate your knowledge. Bye for now.
Bye.
If you guys have any questions, remember all of our customer service agents are licensed professionals, and you can reach them at the number below. They are happy to answer any questions that we didn't get to on the show or fill you in on more details about the products we talk about. If you'd like to see a show, also shoot us a message. We are on Facebook and YouTube. You can message us through those platforms, and we hope you have a great week. Bye for now.